All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to Allah Hakim, doing and pushing his word in sincerity and truth worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. Not a famine of bread, but of hearing the word, man. This thing right here, emergency update, Carney C-9 censorship law just got worse. And there's another one too, I think it's Bill C-22. They amended it, and they did certain things like where, if there's an emergency going on and people gotta find you, that they're allowed to have quicker access to your phone, the police and all this type of stuff, right? And it's all under the guise of, what if your kid goes missing? What if your dog goes missing? that type of bullshit what they've been preaching for, the last 20 years or so. And we already know gradualism, you know what I mean? These are things that are leading up to that MOTB being fully implemented, okay? So, for you Akim out there, you see it right there, Canadian Constitution Foundation, go watch it, okay? So these things are coming. And, mad because Yahushai exposing them. That's basically it. Canada banned Bible speech, C-9 censorship, man. This is all a push towards getting the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai off the streets. And we already know that they want to roll out their plans, so they don't need no, as they would say, monkey wrenches being thrown in it. They want everybody's mind to be complacent, ready to go with it, Amos chapter 8 and verse 11, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. They shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. Good. Because when we were speaking in those days, we were telling you, we were warning you about this, that the day is going to come where they're going to, close down the internet, man. Okay? That they also say they wish that the internet was never invented, man, because it's exposing them. Okay? Even Esau's tongue is falling upon himself, right? So that very same internet thing that they created has turned on them, just like the missiles, just like the nukes. Those very same missiles that they're Smith, right, is turning on them and will turn on them, okay? So the days are coming where the Lord's going to send a famine in the land, not of bread and a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Now that's terrible. When you're cut off from guidance, imagine on the highway there was no barriers, okay? Cars would be crashing into each other constantly. Everybody's going to find an excuse why they wanted to ride in the middle of the road, right? Why they were right? So, going back into this is why they're mad. You mad because we're exposing you. We're telling the people that you bad and we good. You the liar, you the thief, and we're Yashra Allah, okay? Psalms chapter 50 and verse 21. While you did all this, I remained silent, and you thought I didn't care, but now I will rebuke you, listing all my charges against you. And how is the Lord doing that? By his mouthpiece, the servants, the prophets. Okay? What does the scripture say? Surely, let's get it right here real quick. What the fuck is wrong with this shit, man? Move. These fucking phones been acting slow nowadays, man. I'm getting tired of Esau's shit. This technology, I don't know what's going on here, but everything's in the last couple of weeks is like slow. Amos chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Right. Unto his servants, the prophets, are these secrets revealed. Let me get this one. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and 7. But we speak the wisdom of God in the mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which God ordained before the world unto our glory. Okay, just to nail the facts home. Matthew chapter 13 and verse 11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. All right. So we're out here exposing these people. And they don't like that. We're listing all the charges against Esau, Edom, these other nations, and even 2/3. All right? And they don't like that because they have an agenda to fulfill, right? And they this is why they say the internet should never been exposed, right? Or never invented, are exposed to the world, that is. Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 2, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that it may go into the gates of the nobles. And that's what it's doing. We're cursing them off and we're telling them who they are, and they don't like it. They're like, hey, look these guys right here. Look what they're saying. Check everything out, And they don't like that because it's doing the exposing. One thing about a crook, about anybody who's up to any falsehood or they don't like to be exposed. Okay? They don't want to be exposed. They don't like to be exposed. That's why it talks about, let me get that real quick. It's like being in a room and you sleeping and somebody comes in at 6 a.m. and exposes bright sunlight to you. You've been out partying and you just went to bed at like 4 a.m. You're going to be pissed. This is exactly what's happening with Esau, Edom. John chapter 3 and 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. See that? And the Lord made us what? He made us lights. Okay? Matthew chapter 5 and 14. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. And this is, we're out there exposing them. Okay? We're out there exposing them. And they don't like it. Okay? Because their deeds were evil. So, let's get into something real quick too as well. We're exposing you, E, and you know it, and you don't like it. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Okay, verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right? So guess what? He's being exposed, and he doesn't like it. He doesn't like that light exposure. He doesn't want to be exposed. He wants to keep running the world in the way that he's running it. Job chapter 9 and 24. Who is he? Where is he? He's the same one that covered the faces of the judges, man. We're the true judges. All right? Isaiah chapter 14 and 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Right, because we're tearing down that veil, as it tells in Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7. This is why he is mad. He's pissed off because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is exposing him. And what? Amos chapter 3 and verse 7. He's doing it through the mouthpiece of his servants, the prophets. All right? You can't hide, Esau. We know who you are. You know who we are. All right? Oh, yeah, I got that one lined up. They know who we are and we know who they are. Okay? The elites know who we are and we know who they are. All right? Revelation. Let me just, Revelation chapter 20 and verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having a key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand, and he laid hold on that dragon, that old serpent, which is called the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit. That's what a pit also represents the land, and the bottomless pit is Europe, place of hardly any minerals, you know what I mean? And shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loose a little season. And he came out, the Renaissance, around those times, and he started to deceive. Okay, around 1492, he started to come out and deceive. Okay, taking down our imagery, putting up his own imagery, all up to now, Calvinism, so on and so forth, right? He's a devil. He came out to deceive and trick the nations. That's why he's telling you that those people there are the people, which they are not the people, okay? Revelation 20:7, and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, okay? After that 1,000-year sentence that he was underneath our foot, okay, he came out, and he came out with a vengeance, because the devil knoweth that he have but a short time, all right? And he did what? And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth. And it told you right back here, you know, to that 1,000 years fulfilled, and after he must be loosed a little season. What's he gonna do? He's gonna go out and deceive the nations. That's his nature. The devil and Satan, that serpent, and you know, that cunning one, that enchanter, okay? The left hand man. The left hand man. And this is what he has done. Okay, he's gone out there, he's deceived the nations. He's got all these nations talking shit. You know, I'm Chinese, I'm Indian, I'm so on and so forth. But that veil has been pulled down through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, through the mouthpiece of his prophets, starting with our apostle elder. Well, starting from Ava Bibbins, you know, our apostle elders, and our apostle elders, okay? Our elders, bishops, and through the Akim, all right? This man's, you know, stronghold is being torn down, okay? As it tells you. You know, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty. Through what? Yep, that's exactly right. Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Right, and he's done it through what? His word, okay? So, you know, this emergency update, Carney's C-19 censorship law just got worse, all right? You know, we all know that this is because he's mad. He's mad that he's being exposed, man. And remember, scriptures even tell you that shall cause his own tongue to fall upon himself, man. And that's Yapa. Yeah, it's Yapa times that we're in, man. You know, it's Yapa times that we're in, man. And with that, hey, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, salutation to Allah, Akim, doing and pushing his word in sincerity and truth worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you're edified, Lord willing, to the next time. Abad Babang. Shalom, Akim.